and Austin Riley walked it off. I think that was game two, 2 or 3.
When Austin Riley walked off versus the Dodgers in the NLCS,
Yeah,
that was game 1 because I went to game 2.
yeah. Me and my cousin went to game 1. Dude,
Fuck on
it was so
some-
crazy. Like everything in a playoff game, if it's just a strikeout in the third inning or and that place goes crazy. And I love it.
Yeah.
The energy is unmatched during the playoffs game. I hope the Diamondbacks do it right now. That would be, man, that'd be clutch.
Did they? What's the series right there? No,
2-0.
it was-
And
it was
they're
2-0
going
now.
2 Diamondbacks.
That's good.
Tomorrow, I believe.
That's good.
Because I think the Rangers are playing right now.
Just made it public. I pulled the chat up. Okay, I got chat on here. All right, if you do join, we'll be going live. We are live for our podcast, college football. This will be the NFL. We're not going to quit out this time. We're just going to do Preston will quit out, and then we're going to go straight in NFL. So probably going to do that on live streams from now on. So I don't have to make a second one, and then I'll edit the video, both the videos, probably put them both separately on YouTube. Do it that way. Did you have to work today, Preston, after your game?
Unfortunately,
morning?
very early morning.
Ooh.
Got home. I swear to God, I swear. When I got home, I put my head down. I had to wake back up. It was not fun.
What time did you get home?
Like 1:40. Because the problem was, the game ended. Okay, so we Ubered from my mom and Reggie's house to the game, which is only like, Chris, you did it with me. It's like
Yeah,
5 minutes. Okay. Well, it wasn't long to get there, but the problem was getting out of there. And so when we left the stadium, we walked probably a mile up to like Del Taco, and we sat there and waited for an Uber because it was so congested. We would have never found where we were going, and we wanted to be far enough out so that like the driver didn't get like frustrated and then just like cancel on us, and we wasted our time. So we moved out to Del Taco. So we walked a mile out there, and just waited. So it took like 30 minutes for us to be picked up, and then 20 minutes for us to make it home. Those 5 miles. Talked to Reggie for like 5 minutes, and then got in the car and came home. Went to Burger King. Okay, went to Burger King, and I'll tell you, my rant of the week is going to be something about on the food in that stadium because it was absolutely ridiculous. $23.
Don't hate on Burger King now. Burger King Whopper ain't that bad.
No. I'm not ranting on Burger King. I'm ranting on the stadium and the food.
Have it your way. You rule.
Like, it was $22 for a burger. $24 for 2 beers.
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell is that?
If you do join, we're about to record for our podcast, so we're just wasting time. We're going to start here in just a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Speaking of Forrest, where's old?
I'll tell you what, though. Went up to Atlanta for how long was I up there? 9 hours total.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that Tinder and Bumble blew up, bro. I'm in Augusta 6, but I'm in Atlanta 8, man. I don't care what anybody says. I go to Atlanta, bro. I just blow up. Gotta love it. Ooh, no, I don't. That's what I'm doing right now.
Dad's about to walk in. Maybe somebody passing by. I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Yeah, I didn't know the Braves play back to back. They play Wednesday and Thursday. It's pretty cool.
Thank God. If we had to take another day off in between it, I'd been pissed. I get the travel day, but the 5 days off just sucks. I mean, the way the Braves played last night should 100% tell you that Major League Baseball needs to completely redo the seating and stuff like that. If you're going to do a 3-game series, best of 3 for the NLC or for the wild card, it needs to literally be reseeded afterwards because, like, I'm not saying that the Diamondbacks wouldn't have given us a hard time, but we don't need to be playing the best team, second best team in baseball on 5 days rest, and they've been playing straight good baseball. It just sucks.
They can't hear you.
What's going on?
They can't hear you through the mics. We okay.
Right. Did you see this?
All right, y'all ready? Y'all good to go?
Oh, let me see that. Sorry.
Go ahead and do that, and then we're going to start.
All right.
About to start recording. I'm going to do the intro. We'll do the intro, and then we're going to start college football, recapping college football and giving our picks for week number 7.
This is what the fuck I want.
You listen to, bud.
This is what the fuck I want. You know why I'm here?
Turn that down.
Because I'm hungry. No, let me get one. Let me in. Sorry about that. You speak Spanish? Basically, but can I get number 6? Ice cream machine working? Yes, it is. Okay, can I just get warm vanilla ice cream? Actually, just now.
I was like part of the term.
Are you good to go? Hey, can we turn that down? I can hear that. About loud as shit.
But I'm trying to get ready for the podcast.
It sounds like you're watching. I don't even know what you were watching.
But that's how I get ready for the podcast.
So you get ready.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
I don't know what happened. All right, y'all ready? You good? All right, I'm playing the intro first, and then we'll. All right, that is
You didn't know?
Ocho Cinco, was he a quarterback?
Your ass better call somebody.
His team hasn't won a national championship since before he was even born.
Diggs gone for the touchdown. Caldwell Pope. How about that one, baby? Let's go. Come on.
Come back, hell. Hey,
I love college football.
Go Dogs.
go Tigers.
Roll Tide, roll, roll. Yeah, RMFT. Roll motherfucking Tide.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the College Football Weekly Matchup, week number 7. Like always, had a great week of college football. Got to see some great games, some upsets I love to see. Notre Dame going down in the evening. Georgia, obviously, I thought Kentucky was going to put up a better fight. Wake Forest giving Clemson a run for their money over there, right? No? All right, Braves playing good.
Braves play good.
Braves
Chop on,
winning the
baby, win a
game.
game.
Chop on. Preston got to go to the game. Didn't seem like he liked the Wake Forest comment. But Preston, how was your week and how was the game last night?
It was awesome. Definitely enjoyed it. One of the best experiences sports-wise I've ever had.
Shit.
Wake Forest did give us a run for our money, yes. But Clemson never – actually, I don't want to make that comment. Um, but yeah, no, it was a good week. Recovering right now, and hopefully I'll be fully rested tomorrow and ready to go for another full week.
Bryson's here with us. Obviously, he's got somewhat of a, I guess, a big game for the Gators this week. Always a, I guess, somewhat a rivalry game. But we're also all big Braves fans. Got to watch the game last night. Bryson, thoughts on the Braves game, and how was your week?
I ain't gonna lie. First 6 innings, we look absolutely horrible. Zach Wheeler wheeling and dealing 10 Ks. Shout out to ESPN. I think they ruined it. They put the net. Zach Wheeler no through 6. That's all we needed. And then after that, we heat up. Got the bats came alive. College football this past week. I'll be honest with you, was able to watch all the games with my buddy. Built a deck for his parents, a whole group of us. So missed out on.
Hey, had a big Sunday though. Had a big Sunday.
Had a big Sunday.
It's coming. It's coming.
What I'm telling you, a banger of a video, comeback of a lifetime.
Don't ruin it.
I mean, it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
It was a great match. Don't ruin the video.
It was a great match.
Great match. Don't ruin the video. But anyway, yeah, great. Probably the best video we've done. Probably it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be legit. But anyway, let's get into some of the week here. Obviously, Josh not with us again. Congratulations to Josh. Had his kid this week, so congratulations, baby boy. Congrats. So he will be back hopefully next week or the week after. We'll see. Take as much time as he wants. Who cares? He'll be back on here eventually. We're going to keep doing this hopefully every season. Football seasons. But let's get into some of the games. We got Georgia. Obviously, Georgia dominated Kentucky 51-13. Somewhat of a surprise, I guess. I don't think you guys were too surprised as far as Preston. Did you pick Georgia in this game? No, but I know you. I think you kind of wanted to pick Georgia. I don't know. I can't remember how you said your pick or whatever. But anyway, Preston, thoughts on the Georgia Kentucky game?
I mean, they definitely showed that they are the team that we think they can be. They just don't do it every single week. But for 60 minutes on Saturday, they put it together. They decided that, try to leave out all the doubt as possible. And they definitely did. They really whopped on Kentucky this past weekend, 51-13. They jumped on them from the very beginning and they didn't stop until the game was over. So props to them. They reassured a lot of people.
Yeah. And big question mark for me coming to this game. Obviously, I picked Kentucky. I'm a Georgia fan, but I picked Kentucky to keep it close. Georgia hasn't really full-on impressed me yet. I mean, Carson Beck had the best game of his career so far, college football career. But big question mark for me was Devin Leary in this game. I'm not a huge fan, and he didn't play that great. So that was a huge question mark. I did obviously, 51-13. I didn't think Georgia would play this good, but Bryson, thoughts on the game?
I called it. I said this y'all's game. Y'all will turn around, and this is a true Georgia team right here. I called it 3 more touchdowns, and they blew it out in the water.
Don't forget he called it.
I called it. Also, Kentucky's 5-0. They were 5-0 coming to the game. I was telling everybody they beat us. They beat Vandy. They beat Akron and 2 other high school teams. I mean, it was a weak 5-0.
Oh no, I agree.
I mean, they beat Florida. Yeah, they beat us. We suck. We're not that good.
But Georgia kept it close with UAB and all these other tees. So close for a little while. So.
I really thought this was going to be Georgia's turnaround game, and it was. They looked pretty good. And the offense, what I really liked about it is they threw it a whole lot more. I mean, off the rip, coming off the play action, and the short passes, they running up the middle. But the Bobo, did he let Bobo, make his plays finally, or I
think it had to do with a lot of the play calling. A lot when Georgia struggles has to do with a lot of play calling.
But it's like, I don't know, Bobo was freed up, or what was that part of Kirby? But a whole different offensive type that game.
Yeah, and we'll see. They're, like I said, they're still you don't see a lot of too many dominant teams out there in college football this year, I would say, but still a lot of good teams. I mean, I think it's going to be interesting once it comes playoff time. I would hoping Georgia gets in. I mean, right now Georgia's looking like they got a good path to get in as long as they get back past Tennessee and Ole Miss and win the SEC title game, whoever they play there. But still a lot of football left. But yeah, great game there. Let's go to the next game. Obviously, probably the game of the week here. We had Oklahoma defeating Texas 34 to 30. I know Preston was watching this game. He was texting about it pretty much the whole time. Great game there. Oklahoma, like I said, coming over the top, possibly maybe going to get inside the top four eventually here. Preston, any thoughts?
No, it was really good. It was definitely a nice showing on both teams. Both teams showed us that they're very capable on offense. They both made stops when they needed to, more and so of Oklahoma. Texas did have a really big stop going into the halftime, where really it was a wide open tight end, if I'm not mistaken. Dropped the ball. It would have been a walk-in touchdown. Instead, they settled for the field goal to send it to overtime. Turns out it wasn't, that big in the grand scheme of things. They did walk it off pretty much with a touchdown with 15 seconds to go, which was insane because I think it was barely over a minute or less than a minute, and they marched down the field and scored. I mean, chunk plays, gashed them, scored at the very end, and took the victory and took the Red River rivalry or whatever it's called.
Yeah, definitely a high score game, like I figured. Obviously, the Texas running back. I mean, he keeps moving along. Brooks, he keeps having big games for them. But no, I caught more of that. I was more watching the LSU game. I know that was a high scoring game that was on at the same time, and I had the over in that game. So I was kind of flipping back and forth, more paying attention to that game. That was another exciting game. But Bryson, I know you said you were helping build a deck, but thoughts on horns down, thoughts on Oklahoma
I
beating
picked them, and I really thought Texas was going to dominate this game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I picked them. I guess I just went with my mind, and I was checking my phone throughout this whole time. Helping them build a deck, build a deck,
Sorry,
and
you got to make sure you're talking to the mic on the.
I was looking at my phone the whole time building this deck, and I mean, it was close the whole time. It looked like to me. I don't think nobody really reached out or had a big game, little comeback or anything. But great show by Oklahoma.
Gotcha. Yeah. What are you pointing at here? Oh, we got a comment. I apologize. I thought I had the comments up. Hello, says Samuel Wilkinson.
General Lee, baby.
General Lee.
General
there
Lee's
he is.
back.
What's up, brother? How you doing? Anyway, let's get into the next game. We had, like I said, good game there, great game, game of the week, probably one of the games of the year for college football. Next one, big game. Team I was high on, I did not pick. Notre Dame falling to Louisville, 33-20. Obviously, Louisville showing up big. Preston, thoughts on Louisville, and are they possibly? I know Florida State's up there, but are they possibly the best team in the ACC?
It's definitely a possibility. Louisville definitely has some room for improvement, but so does Florida State, and really so do all the other really good teams in the ACC, North Carolina as well. They did exactly what they needed to. They did exactly what they needed to do. They got the job done on Saturday. Louisville looks really good on both sides of the ball. And I think they're going to, give those better teams a run for their money. It's definitely going to be an interesting. They do narrowly escape a for sure loss on their schedule. They don't play Clemson this year. But besides that, they're definitely going to give some teams a run for their money.
Yeah, obviously defense showing up big. I mean, getting 3 interceptions on Hartman there. Hartman had a bad game. Guy that's, was projected possibly to win the Heisman. He's probably not in the running anymore with what they have? 3 losses now? 2 losses? 3? 2 now? 2 losses. Obviously, he's got a big game coming up this week. But
it's been a hell of a month for them if you think about Notre Dame, to be completely honest.
I mean, they got a tough schedule, man.
They do have a tough schedule. Narrowly, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Narrowly losing to Ohio State at home, then going to Duke, and
What
just
kind of angle is this behind us? This is a strike zone angle. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
barely squeaking by Duke, and then losing to Louisville. It's for 21 days, man. It's not been very fun. Have you talked to RJ, your cousin?
So, Ryan, no.
Ryan?
I saw he did post on Facebook. He's disappointed, but they had a tough schedule. What can you do? I mean, he's a Boston Celtics fan too, so I think they're going to have a big year. So no worries there. But basketball's uh, really, there's a lot of good teams. So who knows about basketball? But yeah. Any other thoughts on the game, Preston? Louisville? No, Bryson. Thoughts on Louisville? Notre Dame.
I was shocked. Notre Dame, their offense struggled. I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't watch too much of that game. The Braves game was playing during that, so I was more focused on the Braves.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what happened to Hartman, man. I mean, it's kind of weird seeing him play bad, but congratulations to Louisville. That's a big upset. Now that they're up, well, they're actually ranked now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and we were like you said, we were watching a lot of the Braves game when this game was going on. But it seemed like Notre Dame was able to establish the run a lot more throughout the season, and they didn't have as many. I mean, Estime or whatever his name is, the good running back. He's a star running back in college football. Might be the best running back in college football. Only had 20 yards. So and I don't know if he went down. I know they had another running back, but it seemed like they did better with the established run. Obviously, Louisville's got a good rush defense. And Hartman turned over the ball some. And Louisville could go as far as if Jack Plummer, you said screw it.
Yeah, I like holding it.
Yeah, you probably do better. You probably do better holding it because you got to talk into it. All right, anyway, but yeah, Jack Plummer, I think that was a key question mark coming with me in this game. He's had some great games and he's had some not so great games. So, I think they go as far as the defense and he takes them. Obviously, they got a good running back there in Jordan. So, we'll see what happens in Louisville. I'm excited to see if they can, make some more noise down the road. But let's go to the next game. We got Miami falling to Georgia Tech.
Ridiculous.
I did not, like I said, I did not fully watch this game. I watched towards the end of it, and I fell asleep, and then woke up like in the middle of the night, and I saw this happen. I was like, what happened there? Well, I know we were at a buddy's house, and we saw Georgia Tech was competing with them. Didn't expect that to happen. Miami, running the ball, not kneeling it. Preston, thoughts there, fumbling it.
Yeah, that's just I don't get what was going on through his mind there. I mean, you pretty much can just knee the ball and just take your victory. I'm not really sure if he was just trying to pad the stats, try to get somebody some touches. I don't know. You open up Pandora's box when you're sitting there waiting for something like that to happen, and you're going to give somebody an opportunity to take the ball away from you, and that's what they did. Georgia Tech took the ball away, and they capitalized on it very quickly, and they put a stamp on it. And very, very, very real. I just can't even speak. They very really. That's not whatever.
Wow. Come on now.
They ended. They ended Miami's season. I don't think that they can recover from something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Miami was looking pretty good before the start of the season. Obviously, they had a big win over A&M. I think that was their best win, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But big win. We got Caldwell Pote in the chat. Says, I bet the head coach is on his knees after that one to keep his job. All right.
Oh, yeah, he definitely is. I mean, you need to be fired. I mean, there's got to be some coaching changes after this. I don't know if it was an offense coordinator or was it the head coach, but that is absolutely ridiculous. And like Rusty said, he's probably got the greatest knee pads in the world at the moment.
Cristobal, this is his second year, right? Correct. So,
I mean, why? Why would you not kneel to secure the win? I do not understand it. I don't. That's one remark I got about that game. As idiotic.
Yeah, I didn't understand it either. But I'm happy for Georgia Tech. Obviously, I'm a Georgia fan, but I'm not like a big hater on Georgia Tech like everybody else is. I'm happy Miami went down. I'm happy to see Georgia Tech win. I ain't gonna lie to you. It sucks in that fashion. Obviously, Georgia Tech shouldn't have won, but happy to see they took down Miami. Some other games that went on. We had USC defeating Arizona late game in overtime, 43-41, triple overtime. So, I mean, I saw it was like 28-28 towards the end. Fell asleep. Didn't see much of that game, but saw it was a shootout towards the end. Alabama defeating A&M 26-20. LSU defeating Missouri in a shootout 49-39. Both quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels getting hurt a little bit in that game, coming back, and then he had a rushing touchdown later on. I mean, he stepped up big in that game. Any thoughts on those games, Preston, or any other games in the season? Any thoughts on Clemson and Wake Forest? Anything? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Clemson, Wake Forest, just how low can we be? I mean, obviously, DJ showing he was not the problem. His offense struggled. I just don't get it. I don't understand why. Going to what other game would you talk about? I'm sorry.
do you think Alabama's back? Do you think Alabama? I mean, do you think Alabama's going to be back in business and get to the SEC championship game?
Yeah, because I don't see any other schools.
Lost.
Yeah, they got one loss, but they lost.
Milroe had some good. I think he had like 300 passing yards. Did he not? Am I wrong?
I couldn't tell you to be sure. That? But I don't see any other team in the SEC West right now because this is the last year of this format. There's not any other good. They beat the only other good team in the SEC West.
LSU, I think LSU could still give them a run for the money. We'll see. The defense.
Yeah, they could probably give them a run for their money offensively, but I don't think that they're going to be able to stop anything as well. No, but I think they'll be in Atlanta. I don't think they're going to have anything for Georgia, though.
Gotcha. Bryson, any thoughts on those games? Any thoughts on, like we were talking just about Alabama?
I mean, USC's defense is trash. I mean, good God. I mean, that's their weak point in their team. If they want to win a national championship or make a little run, they better get that defense straightened up. Really, like I said, I really didn't watch much football. I did see LSU at Missouri at the end, getting that clutch pick six, very clutch for LSU. Shout out to the Gators. Last year it was Akers down. This year we beat them.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, we beat old Vandy.
Close game for a little while. Though.
It was a close game. They started a little comeback at the end, but then we turned it up. But yeah, it was. My team makes me sick. It makes me so nervous watching them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Gotcha. Well, let's get into that was, like I said, good week there. Let's get into our players of the week. Player of the week, Preston. You got a player of the week there.
I definitely do. I'm going to go with my old boy right there, DJ Uiagalelei, 19 for 25, 275 yards, 5 touchdowns responsible for on Saturday, and getting the win on Saturday. So,
who did they defeat again? Just curious. I really can't remember.
California. No.
California. Was it California? No. I about to say California had a high scoring game with somebody. It was. I think California.
It was California.
Yeah, it was like over 100 points, wasn't it? Almost 100 points. What was the score?
92 points. 52-40. Sorry.
Good God Almighty. High scoring game. So he's going with DJ Uiagalelei. I can't pronounce his name either. Bryson, who you got?
Well, yeah, I'll go with Preston. I'm with DJ Ukulele. I mean, he had a great game. I mean, 5 touchdowns. What a quarterback.
So Bryson's going with DJ as well. Surprising. I'm going a little off the board. I thought Bryson may go to, I think it was another running back. I thought Bryson may go to the Florida State running back. Obviously, honorable mention, Troy Benson, running back Florida State, added over, I think, 200 yards on 13 carries, 85-yard touchdown. Honorable mention also to Carson Beck, had his best game of his college football career. I think he had, what did he have, like almost 400 yards?
He had 300 yards before going in the half.
Yeah, and I think he finished almost 400 yards passing, a few touchdowns there. But I went with random Northern Illinois Huskies running back Ontario Brown. 13 carries, 280 yards, 4 touchdowns in the 55-14 win over Akron. The Akron Zips. But yeah,
sounds like Ray Davis over there.
Yeah, that was a big game. I don't know why. I feel like he played somewhere else. I feel like I remember that name. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody different. But yeah, that's our players of the week. So let's get in. Before we get into the records, we are gonna do. Does anybody have a rant of the week? I got one. Preston, you want to go ahead and go with yours? I know you had something.
Yeah, man, absolutely electric time. Had a great time last night at the Braves game. Everything was perfect. Hated the way the game started, but loved the way the game ended. Surrounded by great people, a lot of Braves fans. What is going on with the concession prices at the stadium? Okay, I went with my buddy from work, my boss. Okay, when we get there, I buy the first round of drinks. Got a Coors Light and a Corona Light. $24. $24 for 2 beers.
That's why I don't go out. Drink at the house, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not even all of it. Okay. He's got a gluten allergy. He goes to the second deck to get 2 gluten-free hot dogs. and a Sprite. Damn near $30.
No.
I got a cheeseburger, $22. I didn't
For
get
just a
fries.
burger or fries?
I didn't get fries.
It was $22.
I didn't get
for
a
just the
drink
burger.
either. I just got a cheeseburger.
Just the burger was $22.
Just the cheeseburger, $22.
Yeah. You got me messed up. Yeah, I'd say y'all can keep that burger. Hey, I ain't paying that money. Y'all keep that. Pass it to the next person. There's no way I ate that stadium. How much was a bag of peanuts?
I don't know. I was broke by the time I
$15,
finished my
yes.
burger. I didn't want to go get anything else.
That's ridiculous. How much was a
God.
drink? Did you get a drink at least?
No, I was drinking the air at that point, dude.
No. I mean, first of all, $22 cheeseburger. I might as well get a drink with it. I might as well go ahead and spend another $8.
I still had my beer.
Is it like? Did you get a playoff cup?
No,
No, there's no like playoff cup or anything. That sucks.
there is, but I was drinking beer.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
You kind of sound like when the very first time I went to the Florida Georgia game with my buddy Chris. I said, you know what? I'm about a first round. First round on me. $30. I said, listen, you gonna buy me one round, and then we're cutting it off, and then we're done. I mean, my God, $15 a beer. I
don't know what y'all expect.
I mean, I
It's
understand
like that
making-
everywhere.
I understand
nowadays.
trying to make some money, but
It's like that
Y'all-
everywhere nowadays. It's like that everywhere. That's why don't drink at no game. Pre-game, whatever, go in there, or you drink at the house. I ain't going.
COVID hit hard, son. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Unless it's open bar somewhere. I'm good. I'll be all right. I'll go without it. But let's get into rant of the week for me. I had a rant. Excuse me. Joey Ferrero, you're a big Giants fan. Congratulate, Giants not having a rough season so far. But I don't have to see them every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night. This is the fourth week. This is going to be the fourth out of 6 weeks. They're going to be on primetime football. Primetime football. They're playing the Bills on Sunday night football, and it's going to be a massacre probably again. Let's go through week 1. Sunday night football, probably the worst performance I've ever seen by a football team. They lost 40-0 to the Cowboys on Sunday night football. Great Sunday night football. That's what I want to watch. Week 3, they lost 30-12 on Thursday night football to the Niners. All right, yes, that's what we want to see on primetime football. Week 4, Monday night, 24-3 to the Seahawks. I mean, this is just great primetime football. That's what we want to see on primetime. Can we get some damn different primetime teams? I know the flex games is coming up, so they're going to take some teams off. Giants, hey, how about we beat the Buffalo Bills this week? How about we take them down? How about we take them down? I don't know who
Lock
I'm
of
picking
the
in that
week.
game yet. No, obviously not. That's a 14-point spread in that game. I'm probably still taking the Bills. I'm not sure yet, but let's not see the Giants no more. I think they're supposed to have another 2 games possibly on primetime. Hopefully they get flexed out of them. Just like they're probably going to flex out the Jets, because I know the Jets had some primetime games without Aaron Rodgers. But tired of seeing the Giants on primetime. That's my rant. Bryson, anything?
No.
All right. Let's get into the I got the records before we get into the games. So the records from last week, Josh, he did his picks over the phone. He's not with us. He went 1-4. He is 14-16 overall. Me, I went 2-3. The rest of us, we all went 2-3. So me, you, and Bryson, we all went 2-3 for the week. Not having, I started out pretty strong. Not doing too hot lately. Our locks of the weeks ain't doing too hot. I was the only lock of the week got right with Missouri over. But overall, I'm 18-12. Preston, you're 13-17. And Bryson, you are 16-14. Couple games behind me. So got to pick it up this week. Got to do better on our picks. But if you're new to the podcast, we do 5 games every week, and we're doing our pick 'em. So we pick the games by spread. So if you do, listen, we don't pick them straight up. So we're going by spread. But yeah, let's get into some of the 5 games. We're going to start with, I believe I wrote the time wrong. Saturday 3:30. That's not right? No, they do play at 3:30. I thought they played at 12. All right, Saturday, week number 7. Saturday 3:30, Florida at South Carolina.
Yeah, 3:30. Yeah, you're right.
It is 3:30 at South Carolina. South Carolina favored by 2.5. Bryson, you're the Florida fan. Lead us off.
Yep.
What you got?
Oh God, it's gonna be a good game. It's going to be a very good game. I really like the spread, but I'm going with my boys. I can't doubt the boys. Uh, Mertz is 82% completion rate, leading the SEC in uh, quarterbacks. Spencer Rattler's gonna play a big role with Carolina. I mean, I feel like he could pick our defense apart pretty good.
Can the Florida get pressure though? Can Florida get
That's
pressure
the
to him?
thing. We
I
look
mean,
decent. Granted,
you
we
get pressure
faced
to 'em.
we faced Vanderbilt. Our defensive line did look pretty
like
good that
anybody can.
game. But we got to control Spencer this game. I know I got a lot of Carolina friends at work and people that customers, so I can only imagine what they're going to be saying this week when they talk to me. But I'm going Gators.
I mean, the big question, Florida gets pressure. Florida gets pressure. They should handle this game. Preston, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to be with Bryce on this one. I think Florida is going to be able to do that. I mean, South Carolina's offensive line isn't all that in what it's made out to be. It's not really that good at all. North Carolina was able to pressure Spencer Rattler a lot. Spencer Rattler is an exceptional quarterback. He's showing that, he wasn't as overrated at Oklahoma. Maybe it was a scheme thing. Last year, he got hot at the very end of the season. This year, he's kind of maintained that a little bit. He is the shining star that South Carolina has at this moment. Really, the only reason I would say they're 2-3 right now. They really could be 1-4. If I'm being completely honest, I like South Carolina to keep this relatively close because of Spencer Rattler and some other key pieces. But I like Florida to cover that 2.5 point spread. I think they're going to win the game outright, and therefore I'm taking Florida plus 2.5.
Plus 2.5 for the Gators. As much as I hate to do it, I think I wrote down the Gators as well. Florida's lost 5 straight road games dating back to last season. Obviously, haven't been good on the road, been good in the swamp. Let's see what they can do. But I've liked. I don't know if ETN's going to be back for this game, Bryson.
No word yet.
No word yet. But I like the other running back, Johnson. The running game's been okay for Florida. I mean, that's where they leaned on passing. Obviously, Mertz has been pretty good completion rate. But no, I think the offense is good enough to get it done. South Carolina's defense is not good. Their offensive line's not good. As much as I like Spencer Rattler, but I think there's going to be a good amount of points in this game. I think there's going to be the over/under, I believe, is 51.5.
That's right.
I think I will take the over in that. We may see that later on. But, yeah, I think I would take the over in that game. I think there's going to be more points. But I like Florida to win this game and cover the 2.5 at least. Let's go to the next game. We're going could be one of the games of the year. It's going to be the game of the week, Saturday, 3:30 as well. It kind of sucks. This is at the same time as your Florida game, Bryce, but you'll have
That's
both.
okay.
You'll have both of them on.
That's right.
Yeah. Number 8, Oregon at number 7, Washington. Washington favored by 2.5. Preston, lead us off.
Yeah, I'm going to get into it really early. I like Washington minus 2.5. I think they are one of the best teams, if not the best team in college football as of right now. Offensively, defensively, offensive line, they've got everything you need to be successful. They're putting it on teams. I think if they can win this game, and I do think they are going to win this game because I'm taking Washington minus 2.5. I think this is going to be their coming out party. They're already in the top, they're already like top 7 right now in the AP poll. They win this game. It's going to be hard for me to say that they're not the number 3, number 2 team in the country. There's some other teams ahead of them. I think they jumped them beating Oregon. I believe it's at Washington. This is a big test for both of these schools, Penix Jr. versus Bo Nix. I think this is going to be one of the best games of the year, and I'm really looking forward to keeping this game on the main TV screen on Saturday.
Yeah, you're writing this down right over there. Okay, just making sure. But yeah, like you said, probably one of the games of the year. 2 Heisman candidates. Is Penix? Y'all think he's the Heisman right now? Who's leading in Heisman? You think? Let me see the favorite.
I don't know who's leading it, but in my eyes, Penix.
Penix Jr. Okay, yeah, but I read Washington's getting some of their receivers back this week. I think one of the receivers hadn't played all year. Getting him back. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but Oregon. I liked Oregon's defense a little bit better. I haven't watched too much Washington besides rewatching the games and stuff, but I believe they struggled a little bit. I think it was with Cal or someone Gave up a lot of points there. But I think I like Oregon's team overall better. They have a pretty good offensive line. The quarterback, I like Bo Nix. The defense is there. They got Bucky Irvin and the other. I can't remember the other receiver off the top of my head, but I'm going to take Oregon in this game plus the 2.5. I like them. I like them better. Like I said, overall, I think it's going to be a great game though. It's going to come down to, like most college football games, I think it's going to come down to probably who can get a stop. I think there's going to be a lot of points. You got two good quarterbacks. Who can get the turnovers? Who can get the, momentum turnover? Who can get the, big couple stops that can win this game? Bryson, who you got?
I mean, Preston hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, Washington, two great teams, two great quarterbacks. I like the over in this game. I think that's I think I can hit.
Pretty high, right? It's like 70.
67.
Yeah.
I do like that. But I think Washington wins outright. Like Preston said, I think they're in the top 4. I really think they're probably the best overall team in college football right now. But I'm going with Washington.
Going Washington, best overall college football team. We'll see. I don't know about that, but we'll have to see. Maybe, like you said, they're getting a little bit healthier. We'll have to see. This is going to be a big game for them. This is a big proven test for them here. Let's go to the next game. We're going Saturday, 7:30 p.m.
Wait, did you make your pick?
Yeah, I picked
Oregon.
You took Oregon.
Yeah, y'all took Washington. I took the winning side. We'll see. Anyway, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Number 10, USC at number 21, Notre Dame. Notre Dame dropping all the way to 21. Notre Dame is favored in this game by 2.5. I'll lead us off here since I haven't let us off yet. Like Bryson says, USC defense not that good. Notre Dame coming off a huge loss. I think they bounce back here, get the running game going. I think the running game has a big game. I think Hartman has a big game here after the terrible game he had last week. I don't know what the over-under in this game is. I would probably take the over in that. I don't know what it is. I think it was pretty high. I think I looked at it. But Notre Dame's got to bounce back here at home, definitely. So give me the Fighting Irish to win, cover this 2.5 and win. Preston, who you got?
Yeah, it pains me to say it. I do like USC to get this job done. I think they're going to win the game outright. Notre Dame losing 3 out of their last 4 games if they lose this one. I just, when I'm watching them, I'm just not blown away. At the beginning of the season, I thought Notre Dame was a lot better than they are. They've done this to me many of times. They've done this to a lot of people. They start the season. Bryson, I think, this is a rant of his probably a year or two ago. USC, Notre Dame, schools like that, they start the season out preseason top 7. And then, by week 7 and 8, they've got 2 to 3 losses. They're on the door to being knocked out of the top 25. And that, unfortunately, it's looking like this is going to be the case again for Notre Dame. I don't think they're going to get the job done. I don't think they're going to be, I think they're going to be keeping it competitive for the first half of the game. But I could realistically see USC winning this game by 10 to 13 points.
Yeah, and if you got any picks in the chat, let us know who you got. I'll just say, I can't remember. I blanked right there. Bryson, who's your pick?
Yeah. We from the get go since week 1, we could tell that USC. I mean, hey, proud to be American. USC's defense is their weak point of their whole team. I think Notre Dame's offensive power is too much for USC defense to handle this weekend. I see them bouncing back. I see Esme running all over their defense. Give me Notre Dame.
And what I was going to say is the big thing is Notre Dame's had a tough stretch of games. They may be wore out a little bit after these tough stretch of games. So, I wouldn't be surprised if USC takes advantage and puts a lot of points up on the defense here as well here. So I don't know what the over-under is, but, it should be a lot of points in this game as well, even though Notre Dame hasn't had too many high-scoring games so far. Let's go to the next game. We are going to Saturday, 7:30, number 25, Miami, after the big devastating loss, at number 12, North Carolina. North Carolina favored by 3.5 in this game. Bryson, leading us off here. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with North Carolina. Miami has not impressed me this year, and just like the previous years. North Carolina come up with a huge win over Syracuse. I mean, I'm talking about 30+ points. They manhandled them. It was absolutely ridiculous. But I think Drake May has a very good game here. Give me North Carolina.
I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes. I'm going with Miami. There's no possible way. There's no possible way after you lose a game like that, you come back and lose this game. I mean, there is a possible way, but I just think Miami does it here. They got too much talent. I like Van Dyke. I like the quarterback. I thought Miami was better maybe than what they did. Like Miami can be perceived as one of these USC and Notre Dame teams that's ranked high, whatever, and lose all the time. So, but yeah, I think Miami bounces back here and gets the win. But we'll see. North Carolina, who'd they lose to? North Carolina lost to
Undefeated.
North Carolina. So this could be a big win for them here. Big win for North Carolina. Keep moving on up. I mean, do they have any other ranked games after this?
Yeah,
they
Duke.
play Florida State, Duke. Gotcha. Where is Leonard out for the season?
No.
Right, Leonard? No. Okay. Preston, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to take North Carolina -3.5. I think this is going to be a rough another week for Miami.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry?
So it's going to be a bad or good week for me.
Yeah. I think they're going to get the job done. I really do like Drake May. As much as I would love to see North Carolina lose this game, there's a guy who sits right across from me, big North Carolina fan. As much as I would love to see North Carolina lose, I don't see it happening here. I think they cover the 3.5. I think they get the job done, and I think Miami loses their second game in a row.
I mean, how do you lose a game like that and come back and lose this game? Now, if you come back and lose this game, okay, maybe the whole team's just like still devastated, or pretty much just said, "Screw it." They packed their bags and they're done with the season.
It's a very, very, very like tight line to teeter because, being a coach and having something like that happen, you can lose that locker room really fast.
Yeah,
because they're going to start second guessing you. Like, what is this guy doing? Like, why is he calling these plays?
Yeah, I think they bounce back here though. I think Miami's better than what they performed last week, but we'll see. Going to be a good game there. I think this can be a great game. Let's go to the next game. We are going last game here. Saturday, 8 p.m. Number 18 UCLA at number 15 Oregon State. Obviously, Oregon State. DJ Ukulele over there, and the running back. I can't remember the running back's name, but offense is pretty strong there. UCLA got a strong defense, young quarterback. Oregon State favored by 4.5. Preston, lead us off.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with them. I like Oregon State. I stuck with them a couple weeks ago. I think it was versus Washington State, and I think I chose Washington State over Oregon State, and I was wrong, and they had it put on them. But I'm going to stick with Oregon State here, -4.5. I think DJ and the team's going to have it, going in the right direction. I think they're going to be able to get some coverage. I think it's going to be a sneaky good game. Both of these teams are better than we thought they were going to be, and they're showing it right now.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game too. I think both of them had pretty close games with Utah. I think one of them, UCLA beat Utah 14-7, correct?
Yep.
And Oregon State lost to them, I believe, in a can't remember what the score was. No,
Oregon State lost to Washington State. No, I'm sorry, you're right. They beat Washington State.
Did they play Utah as well? No.
Yeah, I think they have.
I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, I like the UCLA defense. I'm not a fan of the quarterback, but they keep proving me wrong. I'm not a fan of Dante Moore. I think this game's going to be close. Could be a 3-point game. So I'm going to take UCLA here. I just think the spread may be a little bit too high. I think possibly, but give me number 18 UCLA to cover the spread. I don't know if they win, but give me them to cover. Bryson, who you got?
I mean, last week UCLA coming off a big win against Washington State. Vegas knew something. I guess I didn't.
I was worried about that. Yeah,
and I can't. I'm just impressed of UCLA really, but I'm liking DJ Ukulele this year. He's been playing lights out. But in that case, I'm going to Oregon State.
Oregon State. So we got a lot of different picks. You and Preston got pretty much the same. We'll see what Josh does.
The only thing me and Preston got different is the USC and Notre Dame
And I
game.
got what, 3 or 4 picks different than y'all?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think the last 3 I got different than y'all. We'll see how it goes. All right, locks of the week. Anybody got a lock? Preston.
Yeah, I'm going to go Louisville minus 7.5 over Pittsburgh. Louisville, I think they're going to be the team that's going to get
Why
it
is
done.
that only minus 7.5?
I don't know.
I thought Pittsburgh sucks.
I
know
don't
they
know.
get-
Like
go,
Bryson
hey.
says, Vegas might know something we don't. You don't build those buildings out in the desert for no reason.
God,
But
that
this
game
could be
scares
one.
me. Pittsburgh being that game scares me now. But yeah, I
Yeah.
like it, man. I think Louisville.
I'm going to take minus 7.5 Louisville over Pittsburgh.
All right, let's go, Bryson. Come on, get us back in it. Let's get us back in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed. I told a lot of people at work. I was like,
you
I
beat the
did.
Fuck out of us.
I did. I did. I told everybody at work, take Washington money line. Washington money line.
Washington State, yeah.
Washington State. But this week's turn around. You and the boys over 51.5 points.
Oh, you did. You did it. You took the over.
I'll take it
That-
over.
that was
I really like this game. It's going to be a high scoring battle in the trenches game.
That was my second pick. That was my second pick. I like it because we're going to take another over here, and we're going to go. It's a little high, possibly, but we're going to go to USC, and Notre Dame. We're going to go over 62.5 in that game. I'm taking the over in that game. I was going to go Florida and South Carolina, take the over there because I thought it was a little low, but I'm going to go with USC and Notre Dame. I'm going to go over 62.5. I think there's going to be some points there. We'll see if Josh can get us going. I like our picks there. I think we could get it back this week. I think we'll get it back. Before we end it, I kind of want to know y'all's top 4. Does anybody? Do you guys have a top 4? I mean, we haven't done that in a while. I'm kind of curious because we had a lot of wins and losses here. But Preston, I mean, who's your top 4 in college football right now?
Well, number 1, I've got Georgia. You haven't lost in over 20-plus games. I'm not going to replace the number 1 team in the country who's got 2 back-to-back national championships, hasn't lost in over a year and a half. Not going to replace them until they lose, if they lose. Number 2, I like Michigan. Michigan has proven week in and week out they can get the job done. They have a strong offensive line, running game. The quarterback's capable back there. Great defense. Special teams is good. Number 3, I like Oklahoma. I have not liked Oklahoma in the past. I think Oklahoma is finally starting to get everything together. They've got a defensive-minded head coach and Brent Venables. He's getting that team pointed in the right direction. The defense is more of a traditional I wouldn't say a traditional Big 12 team because they've got a better defense. They put together enough points. They've got an offense. They got a defense that can get the job done when they need them to do. So they're my number 3 team. And number 4, I like Washington. I've praised on them so far in the season. I like them to get the job done this week versus Oregon. And to be completely honest, if they win out, I think they're the number 1 team in the country. I would say if the season ended today, that would be my top 4.
That would be your top 4. Shout out to Samuel Wilkinson in the chat. Says deer hunting open day today. All right.
It's been open. Well, for us, it's been open.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know where you're from, but it's been open for us.
What about gun season? Is it? I don't hunt. I don't hunt. But in gun season, like, does that start or hadn't started?
It's just bow at the moment.
Bow. Okay. Well, I thought Georgia.
Carolina's already got gun.
Gotcha. That's what it is. Okay. Bryson, top 4.
Top 4. 1, going Georgia. I mean, like Preston said, 20-plus games. I mean, they're playing some football, and they showed it last week.
I don't think now, like if you said last week, I don't think you could not have Georgia at number 1.
Number 2, I got Washington. I like them. Like I think me and Preston are on the same page here. I think they're the best all-around team in college football right now. At the end of the day, they would be number 1 in my opinion. Number 3, I got Michigan. And like Press said, they're proven in and out every week. They're a good football team. And number 4, I still like them, Florida State. That's my number 4.
Gotcha. Yeah. I thought the committee kind of had it right. I mean, committee's got Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Florida State. I thought it was pretty right. I changed one team. So I had Georgia, number 1. I got Michigan, number 2. I got Florida State. I'll take Florida State, number 3. And I'm going Oregon, number 4. I took Oregon instead of Washington. I think Oregon gets it done, but I don't mind putting Ohio State at 3 or 4 so far. I mean, got a big win over Notre Dame. Not a huge fan of the quarterback, but they still got the best receiver in college football. But yeah, I think this game this week is going to tell a lot. This Washington Oregon game, that's going to be probably the most important game. That's could round out the top 4. Now I don't know if one of them maybe blows them out or whatever. Say if one blows them out, they could slip inside there. We'll see.
I'm sorry, but if Washington State blows out Oregon,
Washington.
Washington State, same teams. It's weird, but if Washington wins this game in the blowout, number 1.
No, they can't. They can't put
all day.
How do you team number 1?
My opinion. Sorry for having an
No,
opinion.
you can have them as your number 1.
Sorry for having an opinion over here.
You said my number 1. I mean, my top 4. I think if you
they could be they could be your top. They could be your number 1 team that you think is going to win it all. But you can't go to the AP poll and say, "Hey, I'm gonna have them jump." How many teams is it? 7 teams and put them at number 1. You can't do that. That's never happened. Never happened in college football.
Like I said, that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
I
you
think,
can have them as the best team.
I just think, in my opinion, they blow out Oregon. I think they're the number 1 football team in the nation.
So if Oregon blows out them, are they the number 1 football team in the nation?
No, because they haven't proved it to me yet. No.
Why haven't they proven to you? Who's Washington played that they played?
They had their offense is defense is just all around. Like they're just, to me, the best all around team of college football right now.
All right.
I can back Bryson on that. It's something they've specifically done. It's the all around through 5-6 weeks of college football. They have just passed the eye test. That's what the committee and the everybody says. It's the eye test. I agree with what Bryson says. If they blow out, if they blow out Oregon, I have a hard argument saying they're not the number 1 team.
Besides the Texas Tech scare, though, don't get me wrong. I mean, that was a bad scare for Oregon. I mean, I think they've been impressive. Oregon's been very impressive up to that level.
I don't think Washington's had a scare.
But I don't. Okay,
Georgia has.
But I don't see how you can say if Washington. I understand Washington's good. I don't see how you can say if they blow out Oregon, they're number 1, and if Oregon blows out them, why wouldn't Oregon go to number 1?
Because Oregon, to me, ain't the best all around team.
But they would beat the best all around team, so that makes no sense.
I would respectfully put them in the top 4 if they beat the breaks out of Washington.
Yeah, Oregon's right outside. They're like 5 or 6 for me. So it's not like
they're 30.
No, I understand that.
I mean, you thinking that Oregon? We got Oregon at 25 and they got that 26 vote. We need 1 vote to get in the top 25.
That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're saying that Oregon is the best team. Correct. Oregon's the best team. Okay, I understand that.
No.
I mean, you're saying Washington's the best team. I get that. Washington's the best team. I understand that. Washington's a great team. I agree. Washington could be the best team in college football. But Washington beats them 42-7. Okay, Washington goes number 1. Oregon beats them 42-7. And Washington's this best team in college football. What the flying hell is the difference? So you have to Preston knows I'm right. I just don't know what the difference is.
To me, Oregon is not a president. Oregon is not an all-around. Their defense, to me, is not the greatest. I just think Washington is the best all-around team.
But I don't.
And they beat Washington 42-7.
But I don't understand how you can say.
Okay, so let me just put it like this. Let me put it like this. Washington, since week 1, has looked absolutely better than anybody. But listen, they've looked absolutely better than anybody they've played on the field with. If they blow out Oregon, that is the extra slot in their belt that I think they need to jump Georgia. Now, if Oregon does it, Oregon has had some struggles along the way. Yes, they're undefeated. Yes, they put it on Washington.
What struggles have they had besides Texas Tech? I could be wrong.
I'm just saying they're not blowing. When you watch them, you're not like, wow, that team was 1,000% better, like you say with Washington. What I'm trying to say is if they do that to Washington, then you're like, okay, yeah, maybe they're on the same level as Georgia. Washington's already on the same level as Georgia. Okay. And they prove it on Saturday by blowing out Oregon. Then that puts them above it because I think they've had no struggles and they still, again, had no struggles if they blow out Oregon. You see, that makes sense a little bit. They're on the same level and then they blow out a top 5 team. They're here. Okay. Oregon's here. If they blow out Washington, then they're here with Georgia. Same level. That's when I think they get inside the top 5.
All I'm saying is, and I know Oregon hasn't played nobody. All I'm saying is Washington, I'm looking at the scores now. I haven't fully watched Washington. I ain't gonna lie to you. 59-32 to California. They gave up 32 there. They barely beat Arizona. Arizona's only won one game? Then Arizona's had a tough schedule. I'm just saying, I don't understand how you could say Washington, if they dominate Oregon, is going to number one after they've had some close games like that.
Is it because this seat's getting hot at number one as a Georgia fan? You're like, no, you can't take the throne.
No,
away
I don't
from
think
us.
I personally still don't think Georgia's the best team in college football.
Then why are you fighting us?
No, all the reason I'm fighting y'all is because you cannot say that if Washington blows out Oregon and then they go to number one, and then if Oregon blows out Washington, they go to number one. I don't understand that. They both had a one-score game. One had a one-score game against Texas Tech. One had a one-score game against Arizona. What the hell is the difference? One gave up 32 points to fucking Cal. I'm just saying. I like Penix. I like Washington. I'm just saying.
It doesn't seem like
just saying.
Number one spot getting hot.
It is.
No,
In Athens, Georgia.
I personally, Michigan hadn't played nobody. Minnesota's not bad. I personally think Michigan's best. I think Michigan should be number one.
Well, Michigan number one.
They're not.
They got scares every week.
They haven't played nobody.
what's the difference?
There is a difference because you're saying one team blows out the other team, they go to number one. What's the difference? They just blew them out.
Preston had the best
I
analogy.
think they should both. I think they should both go to number one.
But if they blow out Washington, yes, they get their respect. I'm not saying.
So if Oregon blows out Washington, they should get their respect. All right, we're never going to.
They will. They'll go to Georgia's level.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, but that's not what you were saying. You were saying that if Washington blows out Oregon, you would say, okay, they're your best team. They're number one. You should say AP the poll. They jumped to number one, right? If Oregon blows out Washington,
they should be in the top four.
What? Why? Why are they going to number one? That's what I don't understand.
Not on the same level as a Georgia and a Michigan. If they do that, they're on the same.
Why
level
are they not?
as
They just beat the Golden Boys, fucking Washington.
Because they haven't done that all season.
God damn it! Fucking come on, Oregon, whoop that ass this weekend. Y'all made me hate Washington now. Let's end this. Y'all made me hate Washington. Y'all made me hate
Preston,
Washington.
I knew I like you.
I just don't understand. Josh, please be on my side with this. Josh, we need Josh. Josh, I want you to watch his back. I'm sending you this clip, and I want you to watch his back because this is bullshit. I know Washington's great, but I just don't understand the difference. Someone explain to me the difference. Anyone in the chat? Clay says
Athens, Georgia, baby.
that has nothing to do with anything. I don't see Georgia's not the best team. I still don't think Georgia's the best team. Just because y'all ain't got a hot seat. Y'all got a hot seat. One's got a hot seat against Wake Forest. One's got a hot seat against damn whoever the hell Vanderbilt.
It's gonna be hell week one next year. Just keep it up. Keep it up. It'll be hell next year.
Yeah, probably will be. All right. Appreciate everybody watching. I don't know what the fuck I just clicked on. Sorry for the long rant there at the end, but appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you follow and download the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Check out the YouTube, like and subscribe there. I'm going to remake the video here. Edit the video, make just a college football separate video. And also check out Mulligans Unlimited. We got a big video coming up, probably in the week and a half or so.
What a video.
It's going to be
absolute banger.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. But yeah, appreciate everyone watching. Peace.
Go Huskies.
All right, if you're watching, that was the podcast for college football. We're about to record for NFL. You wrote all the picks down there, right? So we're about to record here for NFL. Press, how you doing? You gonna stay on? Or are you going?
I'm gonna leave it to y'all. I'm gonna go make some dinner, and then I'm gonna watch Mulligans Unlimited.
Okay, we haven't posted the video.
It's not that video. I gotta watch the last two videos.
Oh, you hadn't watched? They hadn't been out. We hadn't done a video in like a month. So
Just watch golf with the boys. That's where we played the best.
Yeah.
No, this video right here is gonna be on another level though. Like it's the funniest video we've ever made. This video is totally different. It's gonna be on another level.
Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave a little cliffhanger. You thought 2019 Masters was something? Just wait. You just wait. Just wait.
I want to play Bryson off just straight up.
We're not leaving yet, Samuel. We're about
to
give our picks for NFL. So we're about to do NFL picks. Why? we're about to give our NFL picks. Me and Bryson's going to go live. We're going to stay on here
8
for
people. Damn.
that. So,
All right, gentlemen, we all have a great rest of your night. I will talk to y'all later.
Chop on, baby.
all
Chop
right.
on.
Tomorrow night, baby, we get it done in Philly.
507,
Get it done in
be
Philly.
ready.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, boy.
Uh,
Shout out
Don't
to
we
the
have
boys.
we had to win 2 more, right?
Got to
more.
win 2 more. Yep. But we go to Philly with all the momentum right now, so it's looking
Who
good.
we got pitching tomorrow?
Probably Bryce Elder. It's not been determined yet.
Which I like that. I really do.
And then
I
probably
do. I enjoy that
have
pick. I think it's gonna be a
Strider
good one.
next game.
Yeah, probably. If we win tomorrow and then we have an opportunity to win game 4, I think they probably throw everything in it, try to just give us the best chance to win. I mean, if we're competitive in game 4, if we don't win game 3 tomorrow, then I think it's all hands on deck to win game 4. Because if you don't win game 4, your season's over with. So one way or the other, I think they're going to go all in on one of these two.
Gotcha.
All right,
right.
gentlemen. Have a good night.
Have a good dinner. All right. About to record for the NFL podcast. If you're still here, going to record for that. Obviously, like I said, we went out to golf course Sunday, so didn't get to see too much.
Yeah.
But we are going to give our picks and give our. I did rewatch some stuff, give our thoughts. Bryson, do the honors. You're hosting today, because I know you didn't watch a lick of NFL. You didn't watch a lick of NFL. So
hang on. Let me see. A little bit. I did. I watched some Red Zone. I did watch some Red Zone.
All
Shout out to Stu. UzuTV.com. If $100, $120. There's our sponsor right there. UzuTV.com. $120 a month. I'm sorry, not a month. A year. And it gives you all your sports packages: Red Zone, NFL Network, Golf Network, MLB, NBA Pass. I mean, every college game you want to watch: SEC
Yeah,
Network, Pac-12, Big
get on
Ten
that one, Stu.
Network, UzuTV.com. Check them out. Braves game. You know, sometimes we get blackout. Not on Uzu TV. Not a problem from Uzu. So
The biggest Uzu fan right here.
shout out to Uzu TV.
Okay. All right, Bryson, you lead us off. You do the intro, and we'll start.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to C&B Sports NFL Weekly Matchup Week 6. Had some great games. Chris, we were pretty busy Sunday. We're filming the Promulgas Unlimited, our golf channel. Banger coming out soon. Besides that, how was your weekend for NFL?
Yeah, week was great. Obviously, Sunday we were on the course. Shout out to everybody and whoever joins in the live stream. We're recording for our NFL podcast. We just did the college football show, but yeah, I don't play too much, but I shot y'all on the golf course. Had a lot of fun. Had some new people on the YouTube channel. Hopefully, I can get that done here in the next week and a half or so. Been busy with work though, so we'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be the best video we've done. But other than that, NFL got to see a lot. I got to see a few of the afternoon games. Got to see the Cowboys get whooped up on by the Niners. Other than that, this was probably the least amount of NFL I watched this week, just because we took a while. We were on the golf course for a hot minute.
6 hours.
Yeah, we were on the golf course for a hot minute.
Shout out to Graham. Graham was out there.
But shout out to my Saints, man. Shout out to the Saints.
You know, and that's the first game we're gonna get into. Saints dominating the Patriots 34-0. Chris, I mean, I don't know if y'all watch Barstool Sports Advisors. Stu Feiner was big on the Patriots this week. That was his mortal lock.
Yeah, not going too
not
hot.
going good. He is getting outscored. You sent that post to me earlier, and the Big Cat and Jerry, they were ragging him about it. But I mean, my God, I mean, you know, $69. You know, you get 3 bets, and he ain't winning money this week or last week. So past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But shout out to Stu Feiner.
We got a chat in here before we get into. He said we'll get in this second maybe. NFL teams to win the Super Bowl 2024.
Giants.
Yeah, not happening. I don't know yet. I'll give my thoughts towards the end. I have to think about it for a minute. My bold prediction was Jaguars and Eagles at the beginning of the season. Still out there. I mean, Jaguars, I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl, but we'll see. I'd probably definitely have to go with the Niners right now. I mean, Niners are the best team in football. I don't know who I'd go with in the AFC. I really don't. I'd probably go Niners Chiefs. I'd probably go with the rematch from what was it, 2019, 2020, whatever it was. Yeah, I would like that as far as right now. But yeah, obviously Saints dominating the Pats, and the Patriots not looking too hot. Obviously, some people saying Bill Belichick might be it. Might be it for Bill Belichick. You all right over there?
Yeah, sorry, I get a text message.
Uh,
Just do fine.
Bill Belichick might be it for him. I don't know. Bill Belichick after with Brady. I mean, we're gonna have to see. Saints putting up 34. I had the under in this game. The under was 39.5. And
What a hit!
What a hit to 34. Preston's got a question in the chat. He says fantasy trade question. Anthony Richardson for Jerome Ford, Mostert. Oh, what? Fantasy dynasty trade question. Anthony Richardson for Ford, Mostert, Love, Packers. You're gonna have to are you trading all of them for Anthony Richardson?
Yes.
Hell no.
That's what he's saying.
I mean, if you're trading all, I like Jordan Love. I like Anthony Richardson, but that's a lot to give up for Anthony Richardson. For a quarterback, I can't do it. Anthony Richardson's gonna stay hurt too much, boss. I don't know which one you're getting, but yeah, I wouldn't trade all of them. Plus Mostert. I mean, Mostert doesn't have many years left. He's gonna have no. I couldn't do it. I know it's dynasty league, and Ford may not have a starting job towards the end. But I like Jordan Love. Jordan Love's pretty good.
I couldn't tell you.
You have Anthony Richardson. If you're trading all those, yeah. Quarterback doesn't mean that much. Anthony Richardson's he's getting hurt a lot. I mean, I would probably do it. Jordan Love's going to have a future. As much as people don't like him, I think Jordan Love's still got a future. I don't think it's that. And he's put up like 20 points or so. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that, but he's put up 20 points or so every week. But yeah, my Saints getting a big win there. I believe big win over the Pats. Are the Pats the worst team in football right now, NFL football? I don't know. I mean, the Bears got a big win over the Commanders.
Giants are up there.
Good
God.
The Giants are up there.
I feel bad for Joey, man.
But I will say this. The Pats, the Saints only put up 20 points one time, and they did it in this game. Patriots has only put up 20 points one time. I just don't see the Patriots being able to put up points. Their defense is decent. I don't know. Patriots might be the worst team in football right now. So I don't know. Only thing I would say that helps them is their defense, but I don't know. Next game.
We're going next game. Cheerio. Jags beat Buffalo 25-20 in London. Chris, ETN had a big game, 2 touchdowns, I think 130 or 25 yards. Big game from him. What do you think about that game?
Yeah, we didn't get to, like I said, we were on the golf course. Didn't get to see much of this game. ETN surprised me having a big game there. Buffalo struggling with the run. Bryson had him on fantasy. Shout out to Bryson, his team. Did you win?
I did.
Yeah,
Johnson all in you. Put that Johnson all in you. That was such a clutch win. We needed that.
Yeah, clutch
win. He was 3-1.
He was 3-1. I started out 0-2. Samuel Wilkinson says, you said Superflex week, Preston. That changes a little bit. I don't know. I like Love, man. People don't like Love. Richardson does have a lot of points. That makes it more of a tough call because Richardson does have the Richardson upside.
What's the other one?
He says, New Orleans Saints. Good job, Nick. What about Nick?
Keep going.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
PTSD for you right there.
Yeah. Jaguars beat Buffalo in London. What I was saying was, should they get to play in London back to back? Jaguars got to play in London back to back.
So did they stay there?
I'm pretty sure they do. I mean that's kind of ridiculous. I know that's like London's team, I guess, but
is it really?
I mean, London. A lot of London. I'm pretty sure that's the Jaguars like the first team to play there. A lot of people like the Jaguars. I don't know, but I really don't know how fair that is. But yeah, didn't get to see much of the game, but good win for Jaguars. Buffalo's kind of up and down. I mean, Buffalo comes out, they dominate the bad teams. Jacksonville, you never know. Jacksonville may can get back in, and I know they Ridley had a big game. ETN had a big game. Offense was there, so we'll have to see. Next game, Niners dominating the Cowboys 42-10. Bryson, did you watch any of the Sunday night game?
I watched a little bit. I saw where Dak Prescott had 3 offensive drives and interception each time. Loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, is Dak their answer? I mean, who's their backup again?
They got Trey Lance and
Trey
Cooper
Lance.
Rush. Cooper Rush is the backup.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush had a decent backup.
I mean, yeah, the Cowboys. I mean, yeah, it's like a typical Cowboy fan. You just start off, oh, look at us.
How about them Niners, man?
Yeah, how about the Niners? McCaffrey didn't have a great game, but shout out to Kittle. I mean, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns on 3 receptions.
I mean, great game for him. If you had him in fantasy, congratulations. And, ain't nothing big in Texas. It just sucks.
Yeah, that was the saying the other day. I was trying to find that clip the other day.
Yeah, ain't nothing big in Texas. It just sucks.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
horns
saying.
down, just everything. Just
But
sucks.
yeah, I did see a Dallas Cowboy fan at Oliver Hardy Festival Saturday, and he was telling me, "Oh, Cowboys, you better watch out."
Typical. Yeah, they'll go every year. Yeah.
I told him, I said, my dad's a Niners fan. I root for the Niners. On the side with the Saints. Saints are pretty good, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I bandwagon on the Niners just a little bit because they're playing pretty good. I like a lot of players. I like Kittle, but I mean Niners best team in football, so no surprise. Obviously, Cowboys got good defense. Is it time to move on from Dak? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Dak hadn't impressed me this year, but I don't know if it's. I mean, who else are they going to move on to? I don't know. I think eventually they're going to have to. I mean, this team's too talented to keep playing with
Colin Kaepernick.
Dak. Yeah, I mean, nah, I don't know. Let's go to the next game. We got what do we at?
Well, let's talk about Justin Jefferson getting hurt.
Was it his hamstring? I think. Could be wrong.
Something to do with the bottom half of his body. Is it time for Kirk Cousins to be on the move?
Oh no, yeah. So what I was saying there, because I write the thing every week, but I was saying I heard Kirk Cousins might be on the block because Jefferson's going to be out 4 weeks because they put him on the IR. So Jefferson's automatically, I believe they put him on the IR already, so he's automatically going to be out 4 weeks. Shout out to Josh Bentley. He just got Cooper Kupp back, and now Jefferson's out for 4 weeks. Yeah, how about it? Yeah, he texted me this morning. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, some teams could use Kirk Cousins. The Atlanta Falcons. I mean, I know Ritter had a big game last week, but that would be a good spot for Kirk Cousins. They got a good defense.
Cowboys.
Possibly Dallas. I don't see Dallas going after him.
Probably trading him.
Yeah, I don't see Dallas going after him. But I don't know. I mean, there's some teams out there. The Browns obviously paid Deshaun Watson, so they ain't going to do nothing. But there's some other teams that
Titans
could use them. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Tannehill. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. But yeah, sorry to hear Jefferson was hurt. Kind of sucks to hear there. But we'll see. We'll have to see what goes on with Cousins because the Vikings probably not going to do too much without him. They got KJ Osborne and Addison. Addison may have a big week, but when you lose those top receivers, I mean, only thing that's happened is you're probably getting covered more because the best receivers are out. So, and shout out to Adam Thielen. After leaving Minnesota, the man's a beast.
Having a year.
I said in the preseason, I said Adam Thielen looks good. Adam Thielen looks good, and the man is having a year. Shout out to Adam Thielen. I had him on my fantasy team, mate. Double digits every week. I'll take
Have a day.
Have a day, Adam Thielen. He's a starter. He's my number 2 receiver. But
what's going on our records for this past week?
Well, I think we have the players of the week. Let's do the players of the week first. Did you have a player of the week? I got mine. If you ain't got one, I'll give you.
You know what? He's on my fantasy team. I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I figured you were.
ETM.
Yeah, Travis Etienne.
2 touchdowns. I think 135 yards in London. Have a day.
Yeah, I went with the bounce back. Bengals bouncing back and getting the win. I believe who they play? Arizona, I think. Was it Arizona? I believe they played Arizona. But Jamar Chase having a big week.
Big game.
Obviously, I think T. Higgins was out this game. 192 yards and 3 touchdowns. Had him on DraftKings. Helped me cash a little bit. I'll take it. Jamar Chase. I think he put up close to 60 fantasy points. Big week there. What does he say? 7-11. He's always open. That's what he said. So.
It's good to see that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase duo bet together. Like I said, I was a big fan of Jamar.
Yeah, I'm hoping college. Joe Burrow can stay healthy. He's struggling with health right now. But, yeah, I did write down fastest fantasy football 2 minutes. Didn't have time to do that this week. But I could go over our fantasy league for a second. We are going to get back into doing that here shortly. That was exciting. Obviously, we had a lot going on. I've had a lot going on with work and stuff, but didn't. I usually have to. I can't come up with nothing on the fly. I mean, I can't come up with too much on the fly. But
Look at this.
we could go over some stuff here. I put up 176 points this week, beating Prescott's people. Prescott's people still struggling.
1-4.
1-4.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Give me the records. Why I say each one. What's my record?
Prescott's people going on 1-4. My thing is, you got 3 quarterbacks on your team. I don't know the play there.
I don't understand that
C.J.
either.
Stroud, Joe Burrow, and Matthew Stafford. I'm not understanding.
C.J. Stroud's been good though.
I don't understand the concept in that, but Prescott's people losing to the 4 Morsemen, 176 to 109.
Well, what's my record?
You're 3-2.
Yeah. Shout out to the play of DJ Moore. Let me tell you what happened just in this league. Sorry, I don't want to keep this going. 49 points for me. Me and Clay, 8-13. I'm telling you, 8-13 was the number. Looked at the Clay texted me. Said, hey, who should we start? We had Michael Thomas. And I said, hey, let's put in DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore's gonna have a big game. Had him on DraftKings, had him everywhere. Yeah. We put up over 200 points in that league. Yeah, we had 200 points with 2 players left to play. I don't know what we did after that. But we had her big booty. I think he's been struggling, but even more struggling team post Mahomes. Joey's team not looking too hot. His running backs are.
Joe Post Mahomes only putting up 40 or 50 points last week. That's bringing his record
107 this year. Sweet though.
Brings his record to 3-2. Her big booty also now 3-2.
Bryson, big win over the 134 points. Virgin King over Johnson Allenia. Johnson Allenia's had a good week. I don't know if he had any players on a bye. Yeah, he did. He had Mike Evans and DJ Metcalf.
My thing is for Johnson Allenia, you must have kept your Johnson and Trey Burks because he was still on the lineup and he was actually out that game. So I don't know. You must have kept that.
He didn't have no other receiver to put in.
Well, it was a flex, so I don't know.
He probably had to pick up somebody.
You could have put your P around in there, but you left that Johnson into him too long. So, it's like I said about my team. My first year doing fantasy, 134 points out of Austin Eckler. I think that's a pretty big deal. I don't know. If I start, my number 1 pick being out, I've been putting up some decent numbers. I've been struggling with the running backs. I had J.K. Dobbins, he got out on an injury, but
something's going on. He said, "Sad, hurt in Gaza City, praying, please all." Something's happening. Fox News on TV. Oh, we'll have to see after this. I'm cut, but Graham says, "LOL."
Yeah, the Virgin Kings.
Keep it going.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Virgin Kings took Johnson and took their first Johnson win and 134 points. I mean, hey,
next game,
Eckler.
Yeah, next game. Oh, by the way, I did my other league. I traded for Austin Eckler. I traded Tony Pollard and Calvin Ridley for Austin Eckler, Jalen Warren, and Mark. It was probably a terrible trade, but dude, my team has been so bad, and it's a dynasty league. I was getting so upset, and I needed. I don't know what I did. I needed another running back. I needed Jalen Moore, and I think he's going to be good for the future.
Shout out to Graham. He's got Danny Dimes
as a starter.
Yes,
that sucks.
I believe.
Next game, Stu Quavius Bennett.
Yeah,
let Danny cook.
Wow.
Stu. How about it? Shout out to Stu. Low scoring game here. Stu talking trash to my brother Clay. If you haven't read your chats on ESPN Fantasy, go read them. Stu talks trash every week. So just to let you know, there's a chat option. I did not know that till the other day because Stu was texting me. So yeah, he's messaging. I asked him. I said, "You said let Danny cook?" And he messages. He said, "Oh yeah, what are you looking at?" Oh, I'm sorry. Israel. I don't know what's going on.
Israel is invading Iran supposedly right now as we speak.
Oh, you reading that?
No, I just know it's happening.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shout out. Sorry to hear about Israel. Yeah, let's keep it moving though. Let's keep it. I don't know what to say. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. But next game, Bijan Mustard. He came by. I win 62 points. Cut my balls 109.
With Justin Jefferson out.
Jefferson, that's gonna be a big loss for him. Obviously, had Brees Hall, had Aaron Jones out too. Had Aaron Jones starting, but I mean, I think everybody's beating up on Bijan Mustard. Bijan Mustard, when you got to start Brightwell, that's your running back. That's tough. And then we had the High Dollar Wings beating Mahomes Depot. Mahomes Depot struggling, 2 losses in a row after being
Clutch win
undefeated.
for $5 wings.
High Dollar Wings. Tyreek Hill might have should have went first overall.
Yeah.
Now him and probably McCaffrey and then him. But yeah, overall good league so far. Good league. Quava, we're got a tight one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people tied at 3 and 2 out of 12.
It's a tight league.
And then we got Clay and Joey at 2 and 3. Prescott's people and Bijan Mustard at 1 and 4. Clay was, I think, undefeated at the beginning. He was like 2 and 1. So yeah, struggling there. I did not. I did not read what Graham said.
What?
Okay. Graham's putting stuff in the chat.
What did he say?
I'm not posting
What do you
stuff on the
What do you
screen. He's putting on
I gotta agree with you, Graham. I like that right there.
next live
Amen,
stream
brother.
time. Next live stream, we might go live for the Braves game, possibly. Might go live for the Braves game.
507, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, 5:07,
I ain't
maybe.
gonna be able to make that.
Yeah, Thursday though. Thursday possibly.
I can't make that.
Well, Thursday's not 5:07.
What's Thursday?
Thursday, I think 6.
Really?
I think Thursday's later. I don't know what just happened.
So I ran.
Stop. Let's keep it going. All right, we got to get into games. It's getting late. Let's get into what else do we have?
Let's go on our overall records for this past week. Josh going 10-4, bringing his overall to 44-34. Chris going 7-7, still pretty good. Bringing overall to 46-32. Myself going 10-4. Even though I don't watch NFL, I think that's a great week for me.
That's a
10-4.
big week. 10-4. If any professional bettor would take 10-4.
10-4 overall, bringing overall 37-41. It's got a lot of making up to do. Clay going 95, bringing overall to 40.
95, not 95.
9-5, working at 9-5, bringing overall to 43-35. It's a tight
I
one.
got a question. I need to look at this booklet because damn, I didn't think this race was that tight. But okay, well, let's see. This is the first bad week I had. Damn, they're close. They're obviously they're close. They're close to me. I don't like it. All right, brother. Love making Chris feel awkward, says Graham.
I mean, Chris is a good guy. You hit it with some tight spots.
Hey, shout out to Graham on the golf course. Graham was asking me. He's like, you standing there in the middle of the green? He's like, you got hit before? I was like, yeah, I've been pretty close. Bryson put one about 2 feet.
Son,
Bryson put one about 2 feet on my foot. Yeah, that was the best shot I've probably seen Bryson hit. You don't see many good ones by the cup, but I'm hoping I got a good shot of that. We'll see.
I hope so.
But let's go to the pick'em. Let's go week 6. Bryson.
All right,
go
week
through the
6.
games.
We're going Thursday night football. Broncos at Chiefs. Chiefs favor 10.5. Let's Ride versus Taylor Swift. Chris, who you taking this game?
I mean, obviously, Broncos. Sean, y'all have to be out there for 8 hours. LOL. No, we were out there for about 5. But anyway, yeah. No, I was saying Peyton and Russell Wilson getting to it on the sideline a little bit. Yeah. Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Broncos not looking too hot. Obviously, they got a win over the Bears. Then who'd they lose to last week?
They tell you.
I'd have to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Wrong guy for this podcast. I'll be honest with you. You got the wrong guy.
That's why you're the host. That's why you're the host. You wanted to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you
if
know.
anybody wants to be on an NFL podcast, come hang out. Because none of them watch. Bryson don't watch too much.
I'm
NFL.
trying. I'm really doing my best this year. Like I said, first I'm playing fantasy. Yeah, I mean.
But no, I'm going. I'll tell you, I'm going with you. Chiefs. I mean, 10.5. I don't think that's enough points. Obviously, Chiefs haven't really. I feel like they haven't really covered many big spreads. They don't really cover big spreads, but it's the freaking Broncos. Yeah, Broncos lost to the Jets. That's right. I had the Jets as one of my locks. So yeah, no, I got to go with the. I mean, Jets beat them by 10. Jets put up 31 on them. I don't know what the Chiefs going to do to them. So yeah, definitely Chiefs at home. What a great Thursday night football game. But it's a divisional game.
Better than Giants.
Divisional game. No. Giants would beat the Broncos. That would be my lock of the week. But go ahead.
I'm taking the Chiefs in this game. The Broncos outpressed me. I mean, they had a close game against when he threw it in the end zone. Who they faced?
That was Bears.
Bears. I mean, that was a great game. But yeah, I'm taking the
Uh,
Chiefs in this game.
Yeah, we ain't riding no more.
Yeah, we're done riding. We're the switchies now, I guess. We're going to London. Ravens at Titans. Ravens favor 3.5. Ravens try to get that running back situation over there. Chris, who you taking?
Graham says, "Sign me up. I'll come host this bitch." Graham, you can come anytime. I want
You
to
can
have
sit right
guests
here.
on.
You can sit right here.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can just come on the live stream. Come on with your phone. You can come on the college football podcast or anything if you want to ever talk college
We
football.
gotta get Coach Hayes up in here for
Yeah,
college.
any guest that wants to come on.
This
you
is the
probably
week
know the
because
person.
Florida's facing Carolina this
Yeah,
this
you can
should
come
have
on
been the week.
anytime. Not this week because I don't feel like adding you right now, but you can come on anytime. Anyway, what game was it?
We were doing Ravens at Titans.
Yeah, not an exciting game. Not a game I want to wake up at 9:30 to see. Ravens just lost to the Steelers. I know that's always a close game. Titans coming off a loss to the Colts. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ravens here. I wrote down Titans, but I'm changing my mind. 3.5. I think this might be a close game, but I gotta go with a Ravens bounce back win. Ravens always have a tight game with the Steelers. I know Lamar doesn't perform well against the Steelers, but I can't take the. I think the Ravens are just the better team. I gotta take them. Got to take them, get them one here. Bryson.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens too. If you put up Derrick Henry in fantasy, I feel kind of sorry for you. He hasn't really been doing that good this year. Ravens, struggling with J.K. Dobbins going down. They, trying to find their RB1 over there. I know they're doing a 2 running back system at the moment, but I'm also going Ravens. Next game, Niners at Browns. Niners favor 5.5. Niners cut off a huge win against Cowboys, 42-10.
Browns coming off a bye week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Browns have a bye week. Obviously, two good teams that got good defenses here. Deshaun Watson, not so high on 5.5. Might not be enough points. I like the Browns. I like the defense. But I got to keep the Niners. Keeping it going here. Like I said, like the Browns, like their team. Could give the Niners some fits here offensively, but they just got too much talent on the offense and defense side of the ball. So I'm taking them minus 5.5 here. Bryson.
Yeah, I'm going Niners. They look very, very good. Last game.
Shit, we got a lot more games. Keep going.
I'm just saying they look last.
I
good.
apologize. Well, you said last game.
They look good last game.
Yeah.
I like the Niners. You went Niners, right?
Yeah, we went Niners. Yeah,
We're both going Niners. We're both going Niners here. All right, next game. Panthers at Dolphins. Dolphins favor 13.5. Tyreek Hill is having a year. I think he called. He wants more than 2,000 yards, and he's on track.
Bryson, who you got?
You know what? Give me the Dolphins. I like Tyreek. They've been playing good. Tua's been playing good. I mean, they look great overall team. Excuse me, I say his name wrong. Akme or Ekme.
Oh,
H.A. coming in, being good clutch running back. Give it the Dolphins.
Yeah, I got to take the Dolphins here as well. 13.5. Panthers not that good. I don't mind Bryce Young. I know Andy Dalton. Bryce Young. I think he's got to get his. Say he doesn't have too much help. I gotta take the. But you said Deshaun probably won't play. You're right about that. I totally forgot. They did say so. Yeah, that 5.5 could change. I forgot in the Cleveland and 49ers game. I've heard they're going to pick up P.J. Walker. Former Panther. P.J. Walker's not that bad, but not that good either.
You know who's a big Panthers fan? Graham, yeah.
But I got to take the Dolphins here. Got to take the Dolphins here. H.A. We saw them lose last year. A&M versus Carolina. Gotcha. Next game. Let's go to the next game, Bryce.
We're going to the next game. Colts at the Jags. Jags caught that huge win. Jags favor 4.5. I'm going around with Jags. They look pretty good. I hope they have ET another great game. Shout
out to your boy Richardson. Got hurt again.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy.
Short.
I mean, what can you say? But you know who's been playing good for the Colts, and I got him on fantasy? Josh Downs. He has been stepping up and putting up some decent numbers.
Dude, he was good at North Carolina. I picked him a lot in best ball on DraftKings. I picked him a lot in best ball. Didn't pick him too much in fantasy because I don't know how much I started him, but he's been a good key flex guy that you could. I mean, he hadn't been putting up a lot of points, but you could get.
I've been averaging about 11 to 15 points with him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. I would take that all day, especially when you got some injuries. No, I agree. I'm going. You said it yourself. Graham said Jags back in the USA letdown game. Yeah, I'm taking the Colts here. Colts are. I thought the Colts might be the worst team in the league this year. I'm totally wrong. They got some talent. Zach Moss. They just paid Jonathan Taylor, which I think was a mistake because Zach Moss has been running. Boy, that boy has been running. But yeah, I just think even Richardson or Gardner Minshew, they got the best backup probably in football. I mean, I take either one of them. So I'm taking the Colts here to get it done and cover, possibly win this game, but cover the 4.5. But maybe the Jags, maybe the Jags are getting it going. We'll have to see. Next game, let's go to Vikings.
Vikings at Bears. Vikings favor 2.5. Justin Jefferson going down for what, 4 or 5 weeks, something like that.
I think he has to be out 4 with the IR.
I'm going Vikings. I like Kirk Cousins. I got a little tough decision this week for me for my flex. I don't know if I play Josh Downs or KJ Osborne.
Probably play KJ
because I think now we're gonna have a whole lot more.
KJ is going to be the number 1 possibly.
But I'm going with Vikings. Chris, who you going with?
Yeah, Graham says in the chat. He says Michael Pittman's good too. USC protege, right? Yeah, Michael Pittman's real good. I always picked him in fantasy. He gets targets. Big receiver. Yeah, I mean, I like Pittman. Pittman's definitely there. Was he hurt maybe I'm wrong. Was he hurt last week? Could be wrong. Justin Fields has 8 TDs in the last 2 weeks. I absolutely agree with you. Bears, Fields has looked good. I wish the Saints would, I like Fields more than anybody else. I don't think Fields is bad. I hope somebody good gets him. I mean, I hope he don't have to stay on the Bears. I don't think Fields is as bad as what everybody says. Could be wrong. I mean, be honest with yourself. And I know he's better. Put Jalen Hurts on the Bears. What's he going to do? Seriously. Without the coach, put him on the Bears. What's he going to do?
Wait for somebody to answer it.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting. I'm just being honest. What's he going to do? So, but really,
Roll Tide.
Yeah. No, I got to tell you, I'm going to take the Vikings here. It's at the Bears. Maybe Bears get it going here. Just can't do it. I know the Vikings ain't that good, but, they still, Vikings still got some young players. I just don't think.
Damn, it's on here.
It's because you got that it's because you got that sweater on. But yeah, I'm just going to, whatever. I'm going to take the Vikings here. Bears defense is kind of trash. I think they can get the running game going here and get it done. Next game, Bryce.
Next game, we're going to Seahawks at Bengals. Joe Burrow finally coming around. I'm going with Bengals here. Jamar Chase having a big game last week, 3 touchdowns. I'm going Bengals. Shiesty.
Yeah. All right. I'll tell you what I did. I was at work. I flipped a coin on this game because I had no idea. I said, you know what? I said it's a coin flip, 2.5. Wasn't sure, and it flipped heads. I took the Bengals minus 2.5. Like you said, Joe Burrow getting back in business. Keeps feeding Jamar Chase. I don't know. Seahawks kind of inconsistent, so I'll take the Bengals. Graham did say in the chat, he was talking about Justin Fields. He said, I don't think he's that bad. I think the Bears are cursed. Probably
the Bears.
Probably true. Make sure you don't turn off your mic there.
And we saw Mike Ditka at us though. I still got that picture.
Graham says, ask Bryson about the crows stuck in the air vents at work.
Sorry.
He can see it. So we actually have the screen on our TV now. That's
yeah. So
you haven't noticed.
Yeah. Let me tell you a little story about that. So it's the end of the work day. We close out the door and and we're all sitting outside at the counter and you hear we got metal AC vents, ventilation, and metal pipes rolling, like 3 of them running down the ceiling. And you hear bang, 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 bang. I felt it was like a rat or something was crawling up in there. And then at the front door, there's a crow. And
that's a good crow. Go ahead, sorry.
Every 2 seconds. And then the crow started picking at the door. Like ting ting ting, ting ting ting. I mean, this was ridiculous.
What did he do?
Rawr, rawr, rawr.
Oh God.
But yeah, Yeah, we got now. I know it, man. Once we go to work in the morning, it's going to stink because that crow probably going to die out in there, and that
Yeah,
whole place is going
probably.
to stink.
Yeah. Good luck to y'all.
Yeah, that's.
Good luck to y'all. Let's go to the
But yeah, next game. Chris's Saints at Texans. CJ Stroud's been playing pretty good.
yeah. He's
Saints
not
coming off a
overrated. I
big
don't think.
win versus Pats, 34-0. I'll go with who dat. Simple.
Yeah, going with the defense, going with the Saints. I think Texans are at home. Texans are pretty good. I mean, I thought the Texans were. People were saying Texans are probably going to be the worst in the league this year, but there's no way he's just put laughing faces on that, Graham. But yeah, I thought everybody was talking about the Texans being the worst team again. I didn't see it. I mean, they picked up a lot in the draft. C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson. I don't know how really big Will Anderson's been doing. Tank Dell got a lot of young receivers. John Mechie. They got some players over there. So, but Texans are a little bit better than what I thought. But I think the defense for the Saints gets it done here and covers the 1.5. Next game.
Next game we're going to the Redskins. Commanders.
They're probably going to change it back.
Commanders at Falcons. Falcons favorite 2.5. Riddler kind of going up and down this season.
Defense Falcons pretty
but
good.
I was about to say,
Kyle Pitts had his first okay game last week.
I mean, I feel like they never even play him.
He plays. He just don't get a lot of time.
I'm going with the Falcons. Falcons got a good defense this year.
Bijan's legit.
And old Bijan. I hate to say he's from Texas, but he's playing pretty good. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, Washington obviously had a bad week last week against the Bears. But and I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not too much of a hater. I mean, Falcons defense is good. I just think Washington somehow bounces back here. I don't think so either, Josh. I mean, Josh. I don't think so either, Graham. That's why I'm going with Washington. What'd you just do? How the fuck? Oh, I thought you unplugged the mic. I was like, what are you trying to do here? Pin's not working? All right. Bryson's over there trying to fix a pin. Just here's a pin. Here's a pin. If you need another one. Yes, I'm going Washington. Like Graham said Washington ain't that bad. Sam Howell's kind of decent. I do like Sam Howell. They got the weapons. Yeah, they got the weapons. I think defense is still good. They got some guys they're going to have to pay that's on their 5th year. Montez Sweat and Chase Young.
Sweat.
So I don't know. I'm not sure if either one of them hurt.
Sweating.
To be honest with you, but it's because. But anyway, give me Washington. Next game.
Next game we're going to 4 p.m. games. Pats at Raiders. Raiders favor 3.5. Patriots look awful, absolutely awful. I think Raiders win this game, no problem.
Patriots bounce back here. Patriots covered 3.5. I know, Devontae Adams. They're probably going to try to take him out, but the thing about the Raiders is they got more weapons this year. They got Jacoby Myers, who's been a big key piece. He had a great game this week in a big win over the Packers. But I don't know. I think the Patriots keep it close here. Everybody talking about the Patriots. Everybody talking about how bad they are. I don't know. I just feel like they keep it close, and somehow they might lose this game, but I don't see the Raiders blowing anybody out. Next game.
We're going to Eagles at Jets. Eagles favor 7.5. Chris, who you going with?
Yeah. Sorry, Graham he says Jimmy G to throw. Sorry, Jimmy G to throw an interception. I bet 3 different times that it always hits. Thank me later. It's a lock. I need a lock of the week this week. Could be one. Okay. Thanks, Graham. Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles. I just don't think the Jets can put up enough points. So yeah, I'm going with the Eagles.
Next game we're going Lions.
Who'd you pick?
I pick Eagles.
Okay.
Next game we're going Lions at Buccaneers. Lions favor 3.5. Lions looking pretty hot. Shout to
Great
Clay.
game here. Buccaneers had a bye week last week. Buccaneers pretty good. Baker Mayfield's pretty good. Lions might be the best team in the NFC besides the Niners.
Goff throwing for 3 touchdowns last week.
Without Amon St. Brown, I mean, they got Laporta. They got Josh Reynolds he likes. They got some weapons over there. But I didn't even write a game down here. Buccaneers at home. I'm still going to take the Lions here. Still going to take the Lions. I like the Bucks, but I think the big thing is Bucks coming off the bye. Lions, they got. I think St. Brown should be back. They got Montgomery back healthy. I'm not sure if Gibbs is going to be back, but I'll still take the Lions. Who you got?
I'm going. Next thing we're going to Cardinals at Rams. Rams favor by Rams favored by 6.5. Rams like to drink a lot.
What?
Shouts to Bennett.
Oh yeah.
I'm going.
Christ.
I'm going Rams.
Yeah. Stafford thought he was going to go down the other day,
Yeah,
and
he
I don't know who they have.
should have called him in. He'd been rumbling, bubbling, stumbling out there, but hey,
But no, Rams might be the most underrated team in football. They got the weapons. They got Cooper Kupp. They got Nakua. They got Tutu Atwell. They got Tyler Higbee. That offense is legit. Defense, they still got Aaron Donald. That makes enough.
oh, Puka Nuka is like legit.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
Cooper Kupp,
good.
Cooper Kupp came back and stole targets this week. And Puka Nuka still did good, and so did Tutu. Tutu and Puka both caught touchdowns. I know the Cardinals are not that bad. Josh Dobbs has been good, but I'm taking the Rams here. I know it's a divisional game, but taking the Rams here, -6.5.
Sunday night
Who'd
football.
you take?
I went Rams.
Okay, go ahead.
Sunday night football. Giants at Bills. Bills favored by 14.5. That should be doubled. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't take the
Oh,
Giants.
what's there even talk about this game? I mean, the Giants are absolutely horrible.
The defense, they kept it close, somewhat okay with the Dolphins, but I just can't do it. There's no way. There's no way I can do it.
I love you, Joey, but your teams.
The thing about the Bills is the Bills beat down bad teams. The Bills beat down bad teams, and maybe Barkley comes back this week and they can get the run game going. If they can establish the run, Giants got a chance. They can't establish the run. I don't see it. That final game, Bryce.
Our last game going Monday night.
Game of the week, probably.
Game of the week. Cowboys at Chargers. Cowboys favored 2.5. Do they bounce back? Chargers are getting back Eckler this week.
Now Herbert's questionable.
I'm
he's going to play.
I'm going with Chargers.
Going Chargers.
Just because I got Eckler, that's why.
Yeah, I think I got to go Cowboys bounce back here, getting embarrassed last time on prime time, losing to the Niners. I think I got to go Cowboys here. Cowboys are still talented, still got a great defense, still offense is still pretty good. Got Pollard. I mean, they got everybody. Chargers are kind of inconsistent. So I think, this would almost be a lock of the week for me here to take Cowboys. I'll probably pick Cowboys. I'll probably put them on teaser because I definitely think the Cowboys win this game. The only thing that's holding me back is the Chargers are coming off a bye, and the Chargers are getting healthy. So that's probably why. I mean, I'm not going to put them as my lock, but I'm taking. We do have college football weekly matchup. I apologize if you've been watching the show the whole time. It's NFL, but yeah, give me the Cowboys.
All right.
Anything else?
And your lock of the week.
Yeah. By the way, Green Bay and Pittsburgh's on a bye, but yeah, my lock of the week. There was a lot of tough ones, man. Like I said, Cowboys, but I just went with the easiest lock. I went, and I say easiest, maybe the Broncos. I went the first game. I went Chiefs -10.5. I was actually, you know what I was actually doing? I was actually looking at touchdown props to see if I could put someone to bet a touchdown and put it as my lock of the week because that's how tough I thought locks were this week for me. I was almost going to bet Stephon Diggs to score a touchdown, and that was going to be my lock of the week. But no, I just went. I went. It could be the Jimmy G throw interception, but no, I went Chiefs -10.5. Bryson.
Yeah, I'm going with the Niners 5.5.
Niners -5.5 should be pretty good. Actually, should be. I don't think we're going to get it at 5.5 with once the news comes out Washington's not playing. But yeah, that should be pretty good if Watson doesn't play. They should beat him pretty good. But yeah, that's going to do it. Hopefully we can get Clay's and Josh picks. Obviously Josh not here. But if you did join, make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube, download the podcast on Spotify, and follow it, whatever. Like, subscribe.
Shout out to Mulgans Limited.
Yeah. Download it on Apple Podcasts as well, even though I don't really look at Apple Podcasts too much. But
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, shout out Apple Podcasts. Shout out for us. Check out our new Mulligans Unlimited video coming out in the next week or so. Probably won't be out before we do the next podcast, but, shout out to it. Maybe I'll do a little preview or something. But we'll be back next week, possibly for a Braves game here. Might go live for the Braves
Thursday, maybe Thursday.
Possibly. We'll have to see. If not, maybe sometime over the weekend, something like that. But appreciate everybody watching. Shout out to Graham. Peace.
Shout out to Graham. Shout out to the Crows.
All right. Graham, thanks for joining on the live stream. read it out. It's late. I actually have to leave, I believe. So,
Late.
yeah, I think I have to go.
Oh.
But yeah. Peace out.
Peace.
Join next Wednesday or whenever we're live. Hopefully everybody's back with us. See ya. Shouldn't have been off the whole time.